Всем привет, с вами снова Кокс, и мы продолжаем играть в игру Vampyr. Итак, у нас в больнице завелась крыса, а точнее шантажист, который нашего сородича, кстати, ну теперь сородича, вот она, стоит вампирша, шантажирует и хочет вывести на чистую воду. Точнее, мы хотим теперь найти этого шантажиста и вывести его на чистую воду. Так, этот город нуждается в тебе. Во время получившей медицинскую помощь, это удар в самое сердце эпидемии. Требуются волонтеры. Так.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
О шантаже?
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Это, опять
Goodbye
же,
for now.
Хариет меня посылает, да?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Театр Роял Гарден Холл. Клайд Фич представляет Дорис Флетчер, Сапфо.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reid, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here?
Додумала.
You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something.
О, да.
This isn't a social
Заинтриговал.
One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor son's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
Так, это не о врачебном.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
В следующем обходе. Так, а что, я не могу больше
Miss
с ним
Jones, greetings.
Again? Waking a poor old woman in her sleep? There isn't a poor life needs saving somewhere?
Now, I need to ask you a few simple questions.
Well, if you really must.
А почему у меня нету этой интерфейса? Проверить ее здоровье, там посмотреть. Или все, она некусаемая? Слишком черствая. Не замечали ничего подозрительного?
Have you noticed any suspicious comings or goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Вряд ли все настолько
Come now,
плохо.
Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
Ой, ну прям уж.
Everyone here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of
А вот тут я
unprofessionalism.
соврал. Ну ладно.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a trace.
А вот это вот уже интересно.
If you could just tell me why you were admitted.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
I'll come and visit
Ладно,
you
ничего не
shortly.
буду говорить.
Good night, Miss Jones.
Почему тебя никто не навещает?
The
Так,
patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Pain. It's here again.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
вы хотите больше?
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
Вы утратили веру?
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Как насчет Милтона Хукса?
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
Вы сообщница Милтона?
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Чья это была идея?
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Зачем вы это делаете?
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
Вы торговали надеждой.
You put a price on hope. This goes against everything you swore to uphold as a nurse.
Report me then, Dr. Reid. Report the little nurse and keep on lying about the surgical errors, the wrong dosages and diagnostics that we all covered for the sake of our colleagues.
Туше. Урыла.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Ага. Так. Странный посетитель.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Мы должны помогать?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Хо-хо-хо.
What can you tell me?
Let me guess.
Понятно.
Goodbye.
Да это по-любому она. Вместе с этим. Развлекаются. Дороти Крейн туда, что ли, ушла? Где Гвинет? О, кстати, про ошибку надо с ней поговорить. Что интересно, она мне
Good
расскажет.
evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
А похвалять Типпетса.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did.
Может, вот так?
I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate
Еще одна осталась.
your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reid. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
Вы не имели
To
права.
clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Тем расследование обновлено. Тем больнее им падать.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Ну, конечно, конечно. Никто об этом не слышал.
Goodbye, nurse.
Как вот мне, ну где расследование типа? Вот. Прикрыть Типпетса. Поверить Гвинет. Прикрыть Типпетса.
If only
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Rick.
Have you heard of any
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Конечно. Так. Пообещать не выдавать Типпетса.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
А почему не до конца? А, еще одна подсказка. Расследование завершено. О жизни в отставке.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Так, а где она? Куда она убежала уже? Пипа, нет. Не Тельма. Шон? А,
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues. Here again.
что такое? Типец, узнать больше. Он с кем-то стоял, разговаривал, что ли? Ты куда топаешь? О, я тоже сюда хочу. Куда он пошел? Видите, да? То есть на нем светится такой. Ух ты. По-моему, я кое-что придумал. То есть, чтобы о нем что-то узнать, что если надо сделать вот так. М. Нет. Нет. О, а тех двоих нету, да? Это уже не может не радовать. Блин. Во-во-во. Блин, уже ушел. Надо наблюдать, то есть у них когда светится, значит, возможно, проследить за ним и что-то узнать, какую-то инфу. Видимо, так. Так, а есть вот какая-то дверь быстрая? То есть вот через этот ход, да, надо будет идти? Окей, учтем. Пипа. Хэмптон. Не те, не те, не те. Где у нас Хариет? Где его? Сподручно это. Вот.
Good evening, Nurse Brett.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye.
Клей.
Good evening, Mr.
Тебя
Kocks.
все-таки доставили.
Dr. Reid, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Он меня сейчас... Он мне сейчас дал понять, что он знает, кто я? Нет?
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
Зачем вы
That man was
связались?
determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Так, Клей убил брата того, кто пытался его убить. Подсказка заблокирована. Чудовище.
You're a monster, Mr. Cox. An ungrateful and disgusting man.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
Что не так с персоналом?
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Cray. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Что не так с больницей?
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Так. О шантаже?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Так, по поводу личных вопросов. Будете вечно скрываться?
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
Правосудие
The
свершится.
police may be slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc. I figure you have something to hide, so you can't ask the coppers for help.
Ау! Блин.
I'll leave you.
When I get back, I'll...
Ну,
Hey, Doc.
I'll leave you.
ну-ка.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump? Please, I feel sick. Get over it
Так.
now.
Что у нас? Найти шантажиста и помочь. Поговорить с мистерой Дороти Крейн. А почему она там внизу? Это как-то подозрительно. Так, типец. Окей, ты тут. Значит, еще есть время. Так, кто у нас тут? Чтобы активировать чутье. Если горожанин ведет себя подозрительно, его сердце бьется, светится Во! Посмотреть на горожанина, вы разблокируете особое действие. Найдите Дороти Крейн.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Mutant Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats.
Ну, я тоже как раз
Stand
одну
them since
крысу
war,
ищу.
sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight.
Ньютон Блайт. 200. Социальный слой. С неизвестным человеком. Это с его другом, наверное, да? Вот как раз недостающие 2 человека.
Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your
Мусофобия?
friend.
Это боязнь крыс?
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Где искать?
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Понятно.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reid.
Нет у меня ключика, да, отсюда? А деньжат здесь тоже нет? Нет, нету. Показалось. Крошечная часть обычной рукояти. Алюминиевый порошок. Не понял. Это что такое? Клей, мне надоели твои выходки. Какого хрена ты это сделал? Теперь в доках все говорят, что мой муж выпустил кишки этому парнишке. Сколько раз я тебе повторяла? Прежде чем достать нож, считай до 20. Как мы можем заниматься делами, как можем требовать подчинения от людей, если ты убиваешь всех, кто тебя поразозлил? Теперь пошли слухи, что какие-то родичи этого парня тебя ищут, а один даже поклялся тебя убить. Не приходи сегодня домой, тут на улицах какие-то странные патрули. Может, это ополчение коммунистов, а может, кто-то хочет тебя арестовать. Спрячься где-нибудь на пару дней. Как насчет больницы или Уайтчпела? Сделай что-нибудь полезное для разнообразия. Разберись там с делами. Когда все успокоится, я пришлю одного из наших сообщить, что ты можешь вернуться. Эдвина. Или Эдвина. Клей женат на Эдвине Кокс.
Hey!
Как мы досите жгли?
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Ой-ой-ой. Вы разозлились из-за письма жены?
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
Все, вот это последнее. Что нож, который ему подарила жена, приносит удачу. Окей.
A
Приносил
lucky
удачу.
charm. I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
Так, не хотите его
Do you
вернуть?
want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox. I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'd be surprised if you managed to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
Новое расследование, профессиональный инструмент. Окей. разберемся.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Так, ладно. Тогда уже поиски Дороти Крейн мы оставим на следующую серию. В этом мы заканчиваем. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Надеюсь, вам понравилось. Ставьте лайки, комментируйте, подписывайтесь на канал. Мне будет очень приятно. И до новых встреч в новых видео. Пока-пока.